Hey everybody, welcome to The Better Musician. I'm Chris.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we're talking about songwriting and getting inspired.
We're going to try to force a little inspiration. No pun intended. By watching an episode of The Mandalorian.
This is the way.
Now I'm trying to think of more Star Wars puns, but I can't. So I guess we should just go pick out an episode.
Let's just move forward with the puns.
Yeah.
So what episode?
Well, yeah, you were already thinking The Rescue, and that's the highest rated, so I think we should go that route.
All right. Should we watch the recap so we're...
Yes, definitely. Oh, those friggin' super storm robots. Man, there's Boba. But I can't remember, like, what his investment is at this point, now that he has his suit back.
He's just a good guy.
Really nice guy, that Boba Fett.
That's how you remember him from the original trilogy.
Right.
He sounded more offended than like I'm dying.
So far I'm feeling something like on a musical level, dark and ambient, with like some electric guitar,
like da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun-dun.
So, just like that.
That's the only thing that's weird about trying to draw inspiration from something that's already got music associated with it.
Yeah.
Is like to try to stay away from
Like
mimicking
doing
that.
exactly that thing, yeah.
Help me rescue the child, and you can have whatever you want. He is my only priority.
Aw, that's sweet.
It's very
sweet.
sentimental.
I'll see you again. I promise.
That's better than I remember.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. It was a very sacrificial move to like give up the child. It's very much like a parent kind of letting go.
That kind of gave me a similar thought, similar inspiration that we could write from the perspective of the Mandalorian. It didn't seem like he really cared for much before running into Grogu. After that, it kind of became his like focal point. Like he went off track from his heritage, family, community, tribal mission, whatever that was.
This is the way.
To just protect this kid.
His identity up to that point, like that whole like Mandalorian code thing of not removing your helmet.
Have you ever removed your helmet?
He like openly violated that in that moment, which essentially shed him of his identity that he lived with for so long. And it was, yeah, like you said, all for that kid, and then yet he handed that over. So it's almost like he lost both of those identities at the same time. We gonna do it?
Let's do it. Let's write a song.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay. So here we go. We just watched Mandalorian. Dude, heavy themes in this episode.
Plus laser swords.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, it's all about laser swords.
Yeah, and imaginary indestructible metal armor. Beskar.
Come on, Chris.
Beskar?
Were you playing a thing that you liked already? Was there a little chord progression you were?
I was getting more of like I think kind of a melody.
Yeah, you got a cool vibe on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't have to. I felt like it needed probably a slower, contemplative kind of approach, right?
There's always the idea of matching more sobering lyrics with a little upbeat kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know if this is that kind of song. One of the progressions I had was it could match that. It was in D minor, and you were just playing in D flat. So I could. Yeah, I guess if you want to move yours up, let's see how that sounds.
I'm good with it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I think we already stumbled upon our thing because it sounds like this is going to be kind of a narrative. At least the verse is going to have a little bit of a narrative to it, and then the chorus will kind of have that overarching theme. And I think it'd be fun if the lyrics could relate to just like generic life situation, like some kind of relationship, heartbreak, but hopeful stuff.
Yeah.
But also that we could like perfectly pair it with The Mandalorian. And
maybe we can think of this as rewriting the credits theme.
There we go.
If it were a movie that didn't end with Star Wars type music and it was more of a singer-songwriter piece.
Okay, so man, I feel like the gears are starting to move. Like I know before the child, he kind of lived his life by the law. It was kind of this dry, like religious life he was living to try and like rebuild his people, trying to salvage what was there, and just kind of this survival mode. And he ran into the child and kind of flipped his life upside down and gave him this new purpose of like keeping the child safe.
Yeah. I dig that. I think probably keeping that a little more subdued and that could lead somewhere a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, and some kind of picture I'm getting in my head. I don't know if it helps you, but back at his place, late at night, he's got like a fire burning, alone with his guitar, just trying to get out his Mando feels.
I love the idea of him going back and pulling out an acoustic guitar.
Totally,
Just working it through my feelings. And that, my life just to survive.
It's good.
I'm on the edge of my soul. Into the take to the sky.
Take to the Sky is great, yeah.
Eternal night, another bounty for my own. Out of the blue.
Where do I want to go from there? Do I want to go? I think I want to go here. Yeah. Something like that.
Out of the blue was something new. I wasn't searching for you.
There's the thing.
Yeah, because then so this the way that it's worked out, we're kind of like setting a backstory, and then to almost this has become broader from the single episode we watched, but that's okay. Inspiration, it was always just designed to be a spark, right? So
Yeah.
We're not like putting hard parameters on like trying to stick within a certain range.
Yeah.
So I like that because then we can kind of introduce the idea of finding a new purpose in the chorus.
Yeah.
And then the second can kind of be about losing that purpose almost.
Yeah.
Dude,
man. Oh,
You don't wanna stop now.
awesome lyrical theme. Dude, because it starts out where he didn't want the child, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to do this, and he did save the child from death at the beginning of the story, right?
That's right. Yep.
And then he was just gonna give it up because he's like, oh, this is my bounty. I'm gonna give it up. So the child was bestowed upon him, and he's like, I don't want it. And then he chooses to go after the child. And then near the end of season 2, child gets taken away, and he's like, I don't want you to take away the child. And then he chooses to give up the child.
That's kind of a great. That's kind of a just. Yeah, it just makes me appreciate the show more. I dig the themes, but I think we have some bad news.
I think we're out of time.
I think we're out of time for today, which sucks because I feel like we just hit that stride. Hey, practical problems for everyday musicians.
Yes, time constraints.
Time constraints, man. And we're gonna try and pick this one back up. But I feel like we've got the start of successfully writing a song inspired by the episode that we watched.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
we'll see you soon.
See you soon.